Hey everybody, it's Saturday here in South Central Texas, and we're getting some ice. Not too bad where we're at. We just missed the major stuff. Most of it's up north. But anyway, so I had some time today, make another video, and today I'm going to talk about um, how Jesus helped me save my dog. And it was about, if you've heard my other videos, you'll hear that I had a transplant a little over 8 years ago. And I talk about in some videos about the miracles and stuff that happened to me. So you should listen to them. It's really great and it's true. And so it was the second Christmas after my transplant. So I think that was 2018. And I was in an apartment fourplex, and my good friend of mine who actually drove me to the hospital to get my transplant. She's the one that stepped up in my life and helped me out to get me there. And anyway, I was watching her dog while she was busy at her family's house celebrating the holidays, and her cats. And one of my brothers had come over, and we were just watching some movies, and I needed to take my dog out. So I had a rat terrier who was about 14 pounds named Pickles. God rest her soul. She's not with me anymore. She lived to about 17 and a half. And I took her out to go potty on a leash. And we had these neighbors across the street in a house, not that far from us. And their dog is never, 99.9% of the time, never on a leash. And it's a Jack Russell Terrier. And I've been around this dog. I knew this dog. This dog knew me and my dog. And it's not like they played together or anything, but he was just, if you don't know what Jack Russells are like, they're very high strung. And sorry to say that household had a lot of problems and instability. And but we were still friends. They had their issues like we all do. But this dog was nuts, and for some reason, nobody was home I guess they were home that day. But anyway, this dog was outside by itself, and while I was taking my dog to urinate, I looked over at him. Just nobody was out. I looked over at the dog, and it looked at me and bolted right toward us. And I'm like, instantly, I'm like, this is not normal. This doesn't look normal. He's coming straight at us. So I bend down, I pick up my dog, and she's 14 pounds, and he gets to us and lunges at her and just keeps jumping up and lunging at her and jumping up and trying to bite her and grab her from me. And when I was turning all around and stuff, and the leash was dangling, and somehow it got all caught up and twisted around my feet, my ankles, and I fell on my knees on the ground. Now we're like face to face, right? And this dog keeps jumping at me and at her, and he actually ripped her out of my hands he had his mouth over her bottom half of the body, above her legs, on her stomach, and just in his mouth. They've got pretty long jaws. And I had the front of her behind her front legs, and we're like this. And he's just trying to drag her away, and I bring her back, and we're going through this, and I'm so in shock. I'm not even screaming for help, which I should be. And I just was like, this dog's never done this before. And all of a sudden, he sort of let loose enough so I could grab her. And I was trying to get back up, and no kidding, but audible, man's serious voice in my head, which is God, through the Holy Spirit. He said, fall on her. And so, loud, clear, audible, fall on her. And I did. I cocooned her all around her. I fell on top of her and kept her from him, just buried myself all around her. And he still kept at it. In fact, he tried to get through my arm, which was on the side of the ground. And I have pictures of this gigantic bruise. It went through my clothes, and he punctured me, and it was serious. Well, then when I had her cocooned, and he was just, it was demonic. I'm not kidding you. It was pure evil. pure evil. And so I started screaming at the top of my lungs, just bloody murder screaming. And finally, my people came out of the apartment. My brother came out, and the owner across the street, the lady, which I knew her, she came across, and the dog just sits there like everything's fine. Seriously, he just sits there all of a sudden, and I'm just like crying and holding on to I'm shaking so bad, and this dog is just sitting there like he didn't do anything. It was nuts. And so the police came, the ambulance came. I ended up having to go to the ER because, you know, I'm a transplant person, and so I had to get checked out. I had to get antibiotics. Well, I had to leave my poor dog after this trauma at home. I couldn't take her with me. And so finally, my brother drove me home, and she was paralyzed from the legs down and had a puncture in her groin stomach area by her yoo-hoo. And so and I had to take her out. I had to hold her. I had to calm her. She was in so much trauma, and she couldn't walk. And I was so scared, but it was Sunday night. It was a holiday weekend. I can't go to the vet and pay for that. There's no way. And I'm just like, just hold on, honey. We'll go in the morning. And so I took her in the morning, and I wrapped her, put stuff on her, cleaned her, and I wrapped her appropriately in a bunch of gauze and stuff. And she didn't need any stitches, but they did tape her up and gave her some antibiotics. And finally, after about 2 days, she could walk again. But it was just scary. But the greatest part is God will even save what's precious to you. He will help you. You just have to open your heart and let him in. Get on your knees and pray and open your heart up to him. He wants you. He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. Don't be waiting on him. He's waiting on you to find him. Talk to him. Find him today. Take Jesus Christ into your heart, and he will help you throughout life. You will never do without food, clothing, and shelter. Those 3 things, his promises. And I've been to the point where, like, when I was going to get my before my transplant, I was dead broke. And I have a lot of stories about that, how my significant other left me. And you can actually read about it. It's free to download at savingothers.com. You can download my book for free. It's a PDF, and jump through it, read whatever you want, and it'll tell you more details about some of the stuff I went through, and how Jesus keeps continuing to show up. And I have more stories about that. So stay tuned. I can't wait to share. I love you, bless you all, and I'm praying for you. Have a great day and stay safe out there.